Good Tuesday morning to you. We will be continuing on with our module on cybersecurity. Today, looking at social media security. We'll look at the vulnerabilities of information posted on social media accounts. Some information is sold for profit. There's some information that's stolen and exploited. And just how safe are you and others online based on your social media presence. So the first thing I want you to do is watch this video. It's a very insightful video that shows just what happens when we start posting stuff on social media and what could be happening to that information. Next we're going to do is read this article, What Social Media Tells Hackers. So I'm going to open that up. Alright, so this article talks about what hackers can learn about you in 30 minutes or less. So go ahead and read through this article. It's not very long. Has some good points to it, and that we're going to actually take for today's lesson. All right. So after reading the article, the article suggests find a random person on social media, take 30 minutes to read through their posts and included information in their profile. Odds are you know a lot about that person whom you've never met. Could you find the same about you if they searched your profile? So part one of this assignment is you're going to find some random person on social media. It could be whatever social media platform that you are using. You're not going to spend 30 minutes, but spend about 5 or 10 minutes to discover what you can about them based on their posts, their photos, their videos, who they follow, and so on and so forth. So just find a random person, type in some random name, and just look at what they have posted. So for part one, you're going to answer these 3 prompts. First, you're going to document your findings of this random person by writing a short biography of the person in a full paragraph. So just tell me a little bit about who this person is in a paragraph. Then you're going to say, answer, what surprised you the most about the information you obtained about a complete stranger? Like, it surprised me the most that this person works second shift, which could tell, I don't know, thieves that they could break into their house at midnight. So if there's anything that surprised you, please put it there as part 2, section 2 of part 1. And then the third prompt of part 1 is give specific examples of information you found that could be used to the advantage of the hacker and how the hacker could use that information. So for example, the example I gave was the person works second shift, so a hacker could find that out, know that maybe the house is empty from 5 p.m. till, I don't know, 3 a.m., whatever second shift is. And so maybe somebody could break into their house. So part 1 has these 3 prompts you're going to answer. Part 2, page 2 of the article lists 10 pieces of information most people have on the social media accounts. So let's look at those. All right, page 2. So these are the 10 things that I'm talking about. They might have their full name, their address in town, their age, employer and job title, their phone number, email address, past places they've lived and worked, who they know, their hobbies and interests, and where you are and when, usually by checking into places or if they have some sort of GPS attached to their social media, so it can tell people where they are at certain times. Okay, so for part 2, you're going to use these 10 things. You're going to choose 3 of those 10 and explain why hackers target this information and how hackers use this information for their benefit. So there's 2 questions that have to be answered for 3 of them. So if you choose full name, address, and age, tell me why a hacker could target tell me why a hacker would target this information, their full name, and how they can use that information for their benefit. Okay? Address. Why would a hacker target this information? How could a hacker use it? And third, age. Why would a hacker target it? How would a hacker use it? So answer these 2 prompts for all 3 of the 10 that you choose. Finally, part 3 is just 1 question. Page 3 of this article lists 6 tips to help keep you safe on social media. So let's look at those. Learn how websites use your information, use privacy settings, choose what data to share, be mindful of others, don't link your accounts, and search yourself online. So look at those 6, read through those, pick one of them, which is going to be number 6. You're going to apply number 6 to yourself. You're going to search yourself online, do a Google search of your name, and see what people outside your network can see about you. Report at least one curious or surprising finding. So for part 3, all you're going to do is do what number 6 here says, search yourself online, see what you can find out about yourself, and if there's anything curious. You may find maybe an article about a sports team you were on in middle school and the game that you won. You may find something about maybe not you, but maybe a family member. So see if there's anything you could find out about you, because if you find something about you, other people can find things about you. So this last slide just kind of recaps what you're supposed to do. So part 1 has 3 sections. That's here. You're going to answer all 3 of these prompts. Part 2 has 2 questions about 3 pieces of information. So these are 2 prompts about 3 of the 10 that you're choosing from this list here. And then finally, part 3 has 1 section, just find out what others can discover about you by doing a search of you. So some of this might be a little confusing. I know part 2 is probably a little confusing, but if you are confused, email me. Don't submit until you know you've got all the components complete. This won't be due until midnight on Wednesday. So you got a couple days to get that done. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.